Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another Marvel Legends figure review, and today we have in front of us from the Marvel Retro line the Hercules figure, which looks, yeah, looks quite funny, yeah? And that's exactly the way I remember this character. It's not a character I know much about. Oh, what a surprise. The hero of Olympus, Hercules uses his mythic strength to prove he is worthy of immortality. And that's it. And there you have the artwork of this YMCA guy running around with a golden mace. And there you have the Hercules figure out of the packaging, and he comes with this golden mace, an extra head, just for you to take a look at that, and a couple of fists, so that for extra hands. And that's everything he comes with, but I think it's a decent amount of accessories. I mean at least he comes with an extra head. This is the one he comes with in the packaging, just smiling like that. And there you can see he comes with this extra piece of, this is very iconic of him. It has a very light paint on the front studs to give it a bit of a metallic feel, but it's a very light layer. I mean, it's like, I think they intended it to look like that, like just slightly metallic, you know. On the back there's no paint for these studs. I mean, until here, yes, but then these 4 on each side, or 5 actually, are unpainted. He has the belt with an H, also with a kind of light gold paint on top of it. It's not super thick, it's just a light layer, you know. These golden bracelets are a separate piece. I don't know if they're glued, we'll check that later. The head, he has, like, the beard is painted. The golden tiara or whatever this thing, it's not a crown I would say, but this golden piece is a separate piece as well, glued together. I think the upper hair is also a separate piece in any case. And he has these sandals with his bare toes there. And yeah, I mean, he's not wearing much clothes, you know. He's, yeah, very ancient Greece style guy going like that. Oh, like I'm an Olympian, you know. Anyway, we'll remove this head and pop the other one. I'm not sure, but I might have him with this head, the more like serious one, like, yeah. And we'll give him one of the fists. Now we can see if these pieces are glued. I think they are. Oh no, they're not glued. So there you can see these golden bracelets. And nice detail is, like, his arms are painted all the way through, and the bracelets are different, an extra piece, you know, like in casting this like golden marbly plastic. So we put the fist on, and then we give him, let's take a look at the mace. As you can see, it's all cast in golden plastic. Well, at least the upper part. I just saw the handle is cast. Well, the handle and the rest of it is cast on brown plastic with green paint and golden paint. But it's this plastic, this brown bit. Now, before I give him the mace, actually, let's go through articulation. The head can tilt a little bit to the sides, just a little bit, for attitude, you know. He can look up that far, which is quite far, before the head pops, you know. He can look down that far before the beard gets on the way, but I think it's a good enough amount. He can turn all the way around, of course. The arms can lift not even 90 degrees, but I mean, yeah, I think it's a good yeah, I mean, that might be enough, you know. And anyway, you can do things like that and play with the articulation. You can of course go all the way around. You have your bicep swivel that can go all the way around. Double jointed elbows, which are not pinless. I mean these arms are from some time ago. And if we place things right straight, he can barely go a bit over 90 degrees. That's a bit of a shame. Yeah, any combination you try, it won't go over 90. Well, it goes barely over 90, but it's, yeah, that will do. I think he's too bulky to ask for more. The fists can go all the way around, and they all have a horizontal swivel. Yes, every hand has horizontal swivel. He has the ab crunch that can go back that far. I mean, the belt is going on the way and I cannot move the belt yet, and then he has a bit of a weird break here. You can also look at the insides of the figure, but I mean that's, I think, normal for these figures of this price point. He can look down, well, crunch down that far, which is good. Yeah. And he has a waist cut, so he can turn all the way around, which is good. I'll have to check later if the belt can be pulled down a bit. I think it's possible, I don't know. Yeah, I think I managed to pull it down a little bit. But yeah, when you're turning the waist, of course you have to get the belt out of the way. In any case, he can kick forward almost 90 degrees, but not quite. He can do that much splits. It's not much, but I mean, yeah, it will do. The leg can go backwards a little bit. He has a thigh cut, of course, on both sides. The knees, oh, this is a bit stiff, can go up that far. He also has a boot cut that can go all the way around. The feet can go that far forward. I think maybe even more, but you have to play with it. But yeah, let's say that far. I think that's enough. In any case, he can go all the way back, well, the feet I mean, and they have a decent ankle pivot, ankle rocker, or whatever you want to call it. So it's a nice batch of articulation, I think. You can then give him his golden mace, and he's ready to rumble, or whatever it's appropriate to say in this case. I'll bring some other figures for comparison. And there you have Hercules next to the 80 years Captain America and Thor. And by the way, if you have come this far, please leave a like and subscribe to help me grow this channel. I will be very thankful and will appreciate a lot if you do so, and if I see you around in the next videos, because more content is on its way. There you have Hercules next to modular Iron Man, or well, Iron Man and War Machine, looking great. Next to Scarlet Witch, Black Widow and Tigra. By the way, I have the retro Scarlet Widow, the retro Scarlet Witch is on her way, and I will also review her. There you have him next to Ultron, Baron Zemo and the Red Skull, looking amazing actually. And next to a couple of larger characters like Ursa Major and Thanos. Yeah, I think this looked great. And yeah, the Hercules figure, I mean, when I had him on the card, I was like, oh, he looks great and everything, but actually he's a very fun figure to pose and to be, you know, it's a fun figure, period. And I can only recommend him. I think it's, the previous release, it's also very hard to get right now, I think, the one from the Endgame wave. And this is more the classic look. Well, this is a classic look, so it depends. You want the classic look with the golden mace and half naked, or do you want the modern look, who is wearing some trousers and, I mean, yeah, that's not bad, yeah. And who has a huge sword and whatever. Yeah, both are really great figures, I think. I mean, both looks are good. So whatever you prefer, or even if you want both, you know. So that's it for this review. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.